Hello and welcome to episode 4C of the conversion of Granny Grumman, where we are going to continue restoring the 1973 Chevy 292 inline 6. Right here you're going to see me remove two bolts that hold in the rear main cap, which retains the rear main bearing as well as the rear main seal. The rear main seal has failed, and that's the whole reason we're taking it out, because right now when the engine's running, the crankshaft is spraying oil all over the place. We'll start by removing all the old gaskets and seals. Once removed, we will begin cleaning the main bearing cap of any and all residue. Do it right or don't do it at all.
Oh boy. Yeah, that's why it was leaking.
It appears the rear main seal has never been replaced, making everything a lot harder to clean. I usually use plastic tools to clean off old gaskets and residue, so I don't risk damaging something. But after 48 years, all this material did not want to let go. To remove the other half of the rear main seal, we'll start by using a punch to break it free. Then we're going to use a pair of pliers to gently and carefully draw it out. The last thing we want to do is damage the crankshaft and cause a leak when we're trying to fix one.
Yeah.
And right here's the brand new seal by Felpro. Felpro provides this small plastic tool which will fit in this gap of the new rear main seal to prevent the sharp edge of the engine block from damaging it when it's being installed. According to the factory service manual, the main bearing cap needs to be torqued to 65 pound-feet. The service manual also calls for a small amount of sealant to be placed right where the two halves of the rear main seal meet. I'm going to be going in stages when I torque down the main bearing cap, starting with 30 pound-feet, moving up to 50 pound-feet, and then our final setting of 65 pound-feet. The next step is removing the oil pan gaskets, which I fought with for over 2 hours. They were absolutely glued on there and did not want to let go. The next thing to go is the old timing cover gasket. The next thing to go is the old fuel pump gasket. The next thing to clean up is the intake and exhaust manifold mating surface of the cylinder head. Next thing on the list is to remove the old freeze plugs and replace them with new ones. Now it's going to come out, so hold it tight.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. I see. Hey, good thing you... I'm scared. Got it?
Yep, let go.
I want you dropping it in there.
Now, take the second pair.
Oh, man.
Yeah! Oh. Oh. Oh, do you think they only put water in it? Like an idiot? Here you're going to see me use a little bit of brake cleaner as well as some very mild wet dry sandpaper to remove any of the residue left by the old freeze plugs. And here we're going to add some RTV sealer just for peace of mind. And now we'll drive in the new freeze plug, being very careful not to go in at an angle. Just one more, then we're all done. And 1, 2, 3. And now it's time to clean and prep the oil pan. Next on deck is the timing cover. The next thing to come out is the seal that surrounds the shaft of the harmonic balancer. When driving in the new seal, the back side of the seal housing of the timing gear cover needs to be supported so you don't deform the timing gear cover. Hooray, more gasket removal! All that work for a couple failed parts. Before installing the oil pan gasket, we're going to clean the surface one more time with brake cleaner to make sure there's no dirt or oil that would prevent a seal. And now we'll apply a little red RTV sealer. Easy now. And now we'll do the final prep on the timing cover. And finally, the timing cover is installed. Now you'll see me temporarily install the harmonic balancer so I can center the timing cover. And now it's time to apply a little test paint. Here you'll see me use Duplicolor's Detroit Diesel or Alpine Green engine enamel, which is the original color that came on the block back in 1973. Duplicolor engine enamel paint cures with heat, thus the heat gun. And now we'll tuck her away until next time. The last task for the weekend is to clean the Muncie SM465 to prep it for new seals and paint. And that's pretty much it for this episode. Everything's tucked away nice and neat for the next 2 weeks so I can continue on restoring the engine and the transmission and getting them back into Granny Grumman. Thanks again for watching. If you wouldn't mind leaving a comment to let me know what you think of the video, any improvements, anything you liked, anything you disliked, all feedback is appreciated. Feel free to add me on Instagram and TikTok for play-by-play updates. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time on the conversion of Granny Grumman.